Hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Play by Mr. Kasarian. I can guarantee, not always educational, but usually pretty fun. Alright guys, now to the important part. Hey y'all, this is Kasarian, welcome to episode 11 of my Let's Play series. Okay, so what are we up to today? Well, today I have a couple things planned, and I've been spending some time off camera, just getting everything prepped and ready, and so I'm not boring you guys with seeing too much stuff that you've already watched me do. And just cleared off some area over here, flattened some area back there, and just about ready to get started then, I guess. Okay, so let's go to first things first. I decided that I could use a little bit more power gen. More power gen's not a bad thing, and I may be using a lot of power gen in the nearby future. So I figure, why not expand things a little bit? And so I made this. You guys have seen me make generators before. Coal dust is pretty simple. Glass is pretty simple. And electronic circuits are pretty simple. So let me just check that. Alright. So, what am I making? Well, fans of industrial craft, you guys will probably know what I'm doing. I hope I'm getting this recipe right. I am making solar panels. In fact, I'm making 8 of them. And this is kind of a pain in the butt to craft, by the way. Wow, I got it right in the first time. Now, I'm not just going to throw up an entire unit of 8 solar panels. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a low voltage transformer. Or an LV transformer. Which is crafted. So I just need some wooden planks, some copper, and some copper cable. Alright, that should be simple enough, I hope. Except I'm out of copper cable. Oh yeah, and I expanded these chests up to gold, which I'll show you how to do in a couple minutes. Let me just get about 6 pieces of copper here. Let me get some rubber. And let me get some wood. Alright. So first things first, let's make up some copper cabling here. Just like so. You guys have all seen me, you've seen me doing this many times in the past. Copper cable on the top and the bottom. Copper bars in the middle. And wood in the remaining 4 corners. Just like that. And that gets me an LV transformer. Put it in the middle. Surround it with your solar panels. And you get a low voltage solar panel. LV Solar. Hip hip hurrah. Oh yeah, and I made the rest of the nano suit. It's just your standard armor recipes with some energy crystals in the middle. And I just crafted that up off camera because I wanted to go exploring. Now, if I remember correctly, if I just... That should be my MFE. Yep. And let's just drop that solar panel right there. And that LV solar array is generating 8 EU per tick, 1 for each solar panel I put in. So I'm not gaining anything, but it reduces clutter and it reduces lag. So I think it's worth it. Alright, now, I'm going to build a new room. And to do that, I'm going to do something like this. Like that. And I need some more space, which means I'm going to have to take out some of the trees from my rubber tree farm. In fact, I'm going to have to take out about 2 of them. So let me just... Oh, right, that was that stupid tree that didn't have any resin holes on it. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to get my chainsaw out. And there we go. I'm just going to run over here now. Open the door. And now you guys probably don't know this, but if you throw rubber wood in an extractor, you actually get 1 rubber per rubber wood. So that works out pretty well, right? Centrifuge that stuff up as well. Okay, there we go. So now let me just clear out my inventory, and I will babble about what we're going to be doing. Well, so what are we going to be doing? Well, we're going to be making an auto crafting room, because the next couple things I want to build are actually kind of... They're a little difficult if you don't have an auto crafting room. You know, it's just one of those things. And let me pop downstairs. Most vanilla tools, by the way, have an EMC value. So if I just chuck this axe in there, it's just going to burn that right up for me. Okay, so then... And auto crafting, right. So auto crafting is provided through, initially just through Buildcraft with its auto crafting table, but Logistics Pipes allows you to actually request things through that crafting system. So let me just go one space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just fill this out down here. And you guys have watched me build things, build structures before. Not exactly an overly exciting part of this series. So I'm going to be back once I'm done with this. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have returned. And I finished up a building and went and tested something out in my test world. Because, well, I kind of needed to. Because I wasn't entirely certain how well this would work. So, okay, here's my new, hopefully, auto crafting room. In theory, all I need to do is break through right there. And that's the reason we have a Philosopher's Stone. Okie dokie. So, what are we getting started with? Auto crafting. Yes, exciting. You know, I'm not one for... I don't know. I'm not one for a lot of the maintenance stuff that you end up doing, especially with the mod I'm about to start using. So, I decided, you know, it's about time that, you know, I got into, maybe using some other things here. Okay, I got some transport pipes, I got some stone transport pipes, I got some diamond, I might need those. I got some basic logistics pipes. Alright. So what's the first thing we're going to do? Well, I'm going to need something called bog earth. Yep, bog earth. That's right, folks, we are starting with forestry. Forestry, forestry, forestry. And I'm going to need a couple more things, too. I'm going to need a filter. Right there. I'm going to need some pneumatic tubing right there. I'm going to need some blue alloy wire, some red alloy wire, and I'm going to need some of this stuff. And I'm pretty certain I'm going to need some of this. And I'm pretty certain I'm going to need some of this. Alrighty then. So what are we crafting? Well, I already have the filter I need. And there was a piston in there that I needed as well. Piston. And resort. There we go. That chest, I'm cleaning out that chest pretty quick, aren't I? Okie dokie. So I'm going to need a retriever, which... Retriever. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 ender pearls. I don't feel like hunting endermen. Equivalent exchange to the rescue! Pulled some 2 ender pearls out of there. Yeah, you know, that's actually one of the reasons I use equivalent exchange a lot, is I kind of don't want to go hunting for endermen. I'm going to need 2 of those, going to need some iron, let me check the recipe again, and I'm going to need another filter. That's a good thing. I have a lot of filters that I made because I was herp-derping. Okay, and then I'm also going to need a deployer. Now, a lot of you are going to say that this is a very similar system. So I just need a chest. Well, good thing I have an extra chest lying about. And what else do I need for that? I needed another piston, some cobble, and some redstone. Redstone, right about there. Yay, redstone. Resort. Okie dokie. So let's get that deployer crafted up. Nice and quick. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to just see something. I think I can... Yes, pistons do work in the transmutation table. That made my life a heck of a lot easier right then and there. Okay, and then I'm going to need a chest. And some cobble. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. I got my deployer. I got my filter. I need 2 ender pearls. Blue alloy ingot. And iron like this? Or is it iron like this and a piece of leather that I forgot to get? Let's see if I have any. I think I do. Yes, I do. You know, just in case, I'm going to teach this to my the leather to my transmutation table. because I can envision this being something I run out of. What am I missing? Retriever. Put that down there. Oh, I need brass. Oh, right. Okay, do I have any in my bars chest? No? Okay, well then let me just take 3 of you, 1 of you. I did some mining also, if you couldn't tell. I just decided, you know what? I'm going to school right now, so a lot of what I end up doing, I end up doing a lot of my prep work at school, and actually recording in my car, oddly, while I'm waiting for classes. It works. My car's my little recording studio right now. Actually, believe it or not, it's not a bad place to record. It's quiet. It's relatively quiet. It's enclosed. I have a power inverter, so I have power. There aren't any distractions about. It's pretty nice. Okie dokie. So let me put that filter down, and let me just dump some of the stuff that's in my inventory that I don't need right now. Bars, bars, bars. Resort. I'm going to need a timer, too. That's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need wire. That's supposed to be on the anode. Should have enough. Let me just get valuables. Let me get some redstone. Let me get some sticks. And some smooth stone. Okay, so in theory, I need 2 of these. Why not have a few of those? And I already have... Oh, I already had anodes. I just need some of these. And then I need a redstone torch. Piece of smooth stone above it. And that gets me my pointer. I believe it's something... Yep. I was right. Something like this. Oh, I need a cathode. Yep, forgetting crafting recipes. Alright, so let's try that again. That goes there. Pointer goes above that. I need anodes, wire, that. Nope. Herpity derpity derp derp. There we go. That took me a little while to craft. Okay. Let me get that off my hotbar. Let me dump some of this in my tech chest. Dump that in there too. Put that down, pull that up, pull that down. Okie dokie. So we're ready to craft this. Now, normally you'd use cells, and cells are capsules filled with water in a crafting recipe. But you can also use buckets, and now this can be a little bit difficult, so I'm going to cheat. Not really, but I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. So 1, 2, like that. I only brought 1 bucket of water on me. That's okay. I can just run upstairs and get another one. It'll also be nice to have a little infinite water source pool in here. Pluck that up. I'll have a little infinite source pool in there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cheat the system a little bit by combining Buildcraft and Red Power. Heresy, I know. Buildcraft and Red Power, don't those two usually not work too well together? Well, I'm going to kind of force them to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my deployer down here, and you guys are probably pretty instantly going to say, wait a second, I've seen this before. Xarian, you built one of these outside. Yes, I did, actually. And I'm doing the exact same thing again. Literally, this is almost the exact same build. But I'm just doing over again. And then I'm just going to put... Yeah, I'll have to run it like this. Did I get my blue alloy wire? Yes, I did. And I can just run this down. Like that. And I need my screwdriver, don't I? I need to make a new screwdriver soon. Yeah, that'll just make a sonic screwdriver. Yeah, sonic screwdriver. Be just like the Doctor. Yes. And that's correct, right? Yeah, okay. So I just need to connect these two, like this. Break that off. And I need a chest. Look at me, forgetting everything. Might as well refill my water bucket while I'm down here. Oh, and I forgot to turn this thing around, too. Do. I need a chest. Like this. I'm gonna need just 4 gears, okay. Four wooden gears. And I also went, while I was out hunting, I went and cut down some trees too, so I should have some more wood in here. That in, chop that out. Get myself a crafting table, like this. And yeah, because I've been playing offline a little bit, offline, online, offline, online, all my achievements keep resetting. That's why you guys keep seeing that. So, alright, now I can run back downstairs. I need an empty bucket, don't I? I need 2 more buckets. How do I keep forgetting these things, you know? Well, actually, it's really hard. Do I more tin or more iron? I'll just use iron for this. It's the same EMC value. Though I suppose I could just do this in my transmutation table, couldn't I? One empty and 1 full bucket. You know, it's actually surprisingly hard to talk and do things in Minecraft at the same time. It really is. So the filter's pulling out full buckets. The retriever's pulling out the empty buckets. And let me just refill my bucket. And then I'm going to just drop my chest down. Let's try and make this as compact as we can. That means sneaking up into the tech chest for a second. It's the pink one. And let's get one of you out. Put you right there. And we'll drop that down there. Okay. That should work. And then we just put our timer like this, and our red alloy wire like that. What? Okay, I don't know what the heck that was from, but alright, and now I'm just going to go up to the transmutation table, and I'm going to pull out 8 empty buckets. Yeah, that should do the trick. So we'll just learn that. Okay, so what should happen now, let me just drop most of these in here except for 2. One for my hotbar and 1 to demonstrate with. So if I drop, I'm just going to empty this right there. Alright. So now if I put this in this chest, it gets sucked out, filled by the retriever, sent into the deployer, filled by the deployer, and then pushed back. Let's set this on So that should work, right? Yeah, that should be good. Okay, now let's get some dirt, some sand. Now let's tell this crafting table the recipe for bog earth, which is dirt. And I'm going to screw this up. I know I have this turned around. I'm fairly certain. Yep, okay. You know, it's one of those things where you're like, I know I have this turned around, but I'm just going to keep doing it because, you know, that makes sense. So that gives me 6 bog earth right there. Okay. Fantastic. Now, am I in the right... Not quite, but close enough. Close enough. So I'm going to take my stone transport pipe, and I want it to wind up... Let me just check what the recipe is for the crafting pipe. Crafting logistics pipe. I just need 2 glowstone. Beautiful. Okay, 2 glowstone. One of our logistics pipes in our philosopher's stone. Now here's the trick. This is a little entertaining to do. So now if you notice, buckets don't stack. So normally we'd have to use something called a satellite logistics pipe. And that would basically tell our system, hey, just to let you know, you have to send the resources for this into that chest. Well, instead, I'm actually not going to connect it at all, because I don't want it to pull buckets from the rest of my entire system, right? And I don't want to have buckets pouring everywhere, and I want to be able to put an empty bucket somewhere, and etc., etc., etc. So it's easier just to leave this chest and this little system completely separate from everything else. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go back upstairs and grab my Buildcraft wrench, and I'm going to teach that crafting pipe... where would I have put it? Tech? Tech. I need to really hold to using my tools chest. And so I'm just going to tell it, walk over here, and give this a good whack. I'm just going to hit the import button. But I don't want it to try and set water buckets in, because they'll just pop out. So I'm going to click on the water bucket to get rid of it. Now this works. I actually just tested this in my test world. This works quite well, in fact. I'm just going to, while I'm over here... Excuse me, I think I left my Klein star over in my transmutation tablet. I tested this in my test world, and this actually works really well. There we go. Good thing that didn't disappear on me. That would have been awkward. Okay, so I'm just going to go over here, and I'm just going to drop off the stuff that I didn't need. So I want to make one more thing. I want to make a couple supply logistics pipes. Supplier logistics pipes. 2 lapis and that. And I'm going to need 3 of them. So let me get 3 of these. Let's go over to valuables. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just resort. Yes, I know I have more diamonds than God in there right now, but you know what? I'm not ready to use them quite yet. Supplier logistics pipes. Alright, beautiful. So now to get crafting on something else. And to do this, I'm going to need 2 what are called sturdy machines. That's correct, folks. For those of you who know, I am now getting started on forestry. Hip hip hooray, forestry, woohoo! Okay, so just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Gets us 8 sturdy machines. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sorry, 8 pieces of bronze. That gets us 16 pieces of bronze. The astute of you are about to realize that I'm running a really old version of forestry on this machine. That is simply because I basically decided that I was not going to update my mods until everything came out for 1.3.2, and everything was ready for 1.3.2. And basically, I'm waiting on Red Power 2 right now. Okay, so the first thing we want to look at is the turbary. No, we don't want the turbary, excuse me. We want the peat bog. No use having a turbary without a peat bog. Okay, and that's just 4 pieces of copper and some glass. So let me open a fancy blocks chest, and I don't have anything in there, which means it went somewhere. I know I had some glass, and it went somewhere, and I don't know where it went. Did it? Yeah, it went into the tech chest. I don't know why I have it going in there. I'll have to change that. Okay, so all I need for the turbary is just some glass like the peat bog, excuse me. And some like this. And a sturdy machine in the middle, and that gets me my peat bog. And then I'm going to want to get a turbary. And the turbary is the same thing with some clay around it. Oh, and by the way, within the next couple episodes, I'll be adding in Railcraft into this build, into this LP. I just need to go and update my forge before I can do that. Okay, peat bog. Now, let me just check something. I'll be right back. You know what? I'm not even going to turn you guys off. I'm just going to check this on Sengir's wiki. Because I actually have internet right now. Yeah, I'm sitting in a parking lot and I have internet. Go figure. Peat bog, peat bog, peat bog. Peat production. Yeah, I missed the direct link. Okay. Peat bog. I just want to see how big this thing is before I actually build one. Okay, 15 by 15, so that's 7 by 7? Thereabouts? So add an extra one for a nice border around it. 1. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, because I already did the division in my head. And, guys, I just got wicked laggy, so I'm going to pause the recording for a minute. Alright, guys, I'm back. I don't know why it got so laggy. I had forestry open the forestry wiki open in the background. It just caused everything to go to hell. So we have 1 for the border, or 1 for the space, 1 for the border. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so the forestry bog goes right there. Okay, and that should be plenty of space for it. Now, I need to get this thing power, and that's going to be a bit more of a challenge. So, because I would normally fire these things with peat. The problem is I don't have any peat yet. So, I'm going to have to use a Buildcraft engine. That's right. Our good friend Buildcraft. And I'm going to need... Alright, out of the wood. I should have everything I need. Let me just dash over here and pull something out of my transportation table. Every Buildcraft engine needs a piston. Every single one. That actually tends to be one of the first things I start auto-crafting are pistons. While EE is nice, I don't overly rely on it. I'd rather make things from the materials I have first and then rely on it. That makes sense? I hope so. So I'm going to need 2 gears. And there have to be stone gears. Stone gears. And they go here. Piece of glass right there. A piston right there. I hope I remember this recipe correctly. There we go. Steam engine. That's beautiful. Now this is a Buildcraft engine. It works really different from Industrial Craft. And there are other engines I could use. I mostly use peat engines. Every now and then I might use an electrical engine for something. Mostly for crafting things inside my own base. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to drop down this supplier logistics pipe right here. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to dig down a little bit. I'm going to drop this right about there. And we are going to dig down. I'm going to have to do something entertaining. I'm actually going to have to build another item, because I just remembered something. Yep. Kidoki. Actually, I don't have to build it. I can just use the automatic crafting table for it. If I have some sand and some dirt on me. Do I have it on me still? Yes, I do. Okay. The nice thing about the automatic crafting table is that... Dropped it here. You can use it as a regular crafting table if you have to. The advantage of it is it's like the project table where things don't pop out. But I actually prefer project table. Oh boy. I thought it would pull out of the chest, but apparently that it only does that on automatic mode. Drop that down there. Okay, there we go. That's much better. And then let me just pop up here. And I realize I'm going to have a piping system running into my base. I've been having issues with teleport pipes lately in my single player, just my generic goofing around worlds. They keep disappearing whenever I log out. Like, they'll literally just disappear off the world and never to be seen again. So let me just... This spot, like this spot right here, lags the daylights out of me when I walk over here. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that might be why. Oh god, that's bad. Okay, let me fix this. Okay, I'm getting wicked lag again, so I'm going to stop the recording again. Okay guys, I'm back. And I'm just going to take care of this, and then I'll probably be wrapping it up for this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whack this, and I'm going to tell it to supply. Let's say items to keep stocked, 32, and enable partial requests. So what's going to happen now is in a couple seconds, you guys should see some bog earth come flying up this pipe as soon as I connect it. Because I'm a noob like that. So you guys should see, as soon as the system realizes it's connected. Yep, you can see the dirt and sand come flying out of that chest. They're going to go downstairs. And you can see bog earth is coming flying up here. Shoot down into there, and it should wind up in there. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a lever. Will not craft lever. Have lever in chest. Have lever in chest. I do that a lot. I'll start crafting a lever. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, good. But I'm going to go inside now. Yup, they're angry. Alright, I'm going to just grab some couple pieces of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should do me fine. And then I should have a lever in here somewhere, I think. Oh, I don't. Okay. Do I have it in my fancy box chest? Nope. Okay. So I do need to craft that lever. But I need to come back here anyways. So, we'll just drop that on there. We'll grab that lever. Let's get this out, because I'm going to fight some critters as I come out here. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's get back out here. In between our buildings here. And this will eventually be my auto-crafting room. And it will be set up and working. Don't worry about that. Oh, so, come on, guys. Really? Alright, let's see if I can do this fast. So I'm going to drop my lever right here. I'm going to connect this thing. I'm going to throw some coal in there, and I'm going to turn the lever on. and it will start planting things. And it should have... That's the number I told it to keep stocked, right? 32? 32 at a time? Yes. So as that steam engine heats up, it'll start placing this stuff. Or clearing out some space that I forgot to clear for it. It'll do that too. Okay, and so this looks like a good wrapping up point, guys. And this has been episode 11, I think, of my Let's Play. Alright, fantastic. We'll come in next time. We'll finish up that craftings. We'll finish up that peat bog. And we'll keep going with more forestry. Alright, guys. Have a good one. Hey, everyone. This is Kassarian.